Welcome to the Emerald Gem. This is episode 7. My name is Sean from Balcony Bridge. I'm here with the legendary Erick Irons.
Hello.
We're here back on the Hiyu, docked here in East Lake on Lake Union. Erick, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is a lovely space, and I'm happy to be here.
Woo! So a cool tidbit. You don't know this, but we are both graduates of the Slap Shack. From Japera.
What?
Yeah, do you remember? That was ages ago. That was like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, I love Japera.
Yeah, she's great.
So cool. And actually, literally until that intro, when you were like, from Balcony Bridge, I'm like, Balcony Bridge, the first time I heard about you guys was through Japera.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, she was like, I've got some friends, they play in a group called Balcony Bridge. And then I don't know if it was you, but someone reached out about playing at like Cal Anderson one time.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to do it, but I just had like something else that day.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a long time ago.
That wasn't long. Yeah, I remember I was asking Japera. I was like, hey, like, do you know anybody who would be down for the part? Because it can be kind of hard because street performing, we were talking about it on the last episode, Chris Anderson.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, is there anyone you think that would be down for it? And she mentioned your name, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because I remember y'all did the Slap Shack. So, yeah, if that's something that you're ever interested in, come summertime. You know?
I love it. I love like just because a lot of my songs are like loud and in people's faces.
Yeah. And
so, yeah, I'm like always down to like busk if you're ever trying to like play at Cal Anderson. Like I'm into that. But yeah, Slap Shack was super cool. Is Japera still doing that? Or are they on?
No, like, to be honest, I haven't seen her. I haven't even seen her in a long time. Like it's been like before last summer. I remember she was like, I'm going to leave to go do this summer camp that she always does every year, and then I think I saw her once after that. What's that?
Is that the like art thing?
Something like that. I can't remember specifically what it's called, but yeah, it's some kind of like art music camp for kids up in like the San Juan Islands or something like that.
Oh man. Yeah,
she's
Japera's cool. Yeah, she really is. And last time I saw her, she had shot for me at a show. My photographer had fallen out.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, hey, does anybody, you put on like your story, you're like, does anyone shoot?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, listen, like I'm not the best photographer, but I'd be happy to come out and shoot for you. And she did. And so last time I saw her was, probably like 10 months ago. I like dropped off her flash card like on Capitol Hill, and I got to see her like studio space.
Oh, nice.
And it was really cool.
Yeah, I guess she just kind of disappeared like a ghost.
Yeah,
she's this legendary spiritual figure in Seattle that just helps young musicians get their start. You know, and then she just.
It's like one of those things where you like tell someone you're like yeah, and then like I met this girl named Japera, and they're like, Erick, Japera.
No,
she passed away 10 years ago, man. Like
there is no Japera.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, and then you like look, and she's gone, and you're like, oh my god, and then you hear a bell ring, and they're like, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings, or something like that.
Oh wow, yeah.
You ever watched that movie?
No, I'm not familiar with that one.
Classic Christmas movie.
Oh, okay.
It's A Wonderful Life, I think.
All right,
check it out.
Sweet. I've never been crazy about Christmas movies.
They're kind of hit or miss.
Yeah,
Were you ever like you ever do like Elf?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Elf was huge because that came out when I was a kid. I was like, wait, how old are you?
I am going to be 30 this year.
What? No, you're not.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
I thought you were like 24 years old.
I know. I feel 24. But yeah, it's been a big hurdle to get over to be able to be like, I'm going to be 30.
Well, congratulations. You look great, obviously.
Thank you. We'll see how I get closer to my birthday.
When is it?
August 1st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got like 8 months, but I'm one of those people where like I get weird around my birthday because I like don't like to celebrate it because I'm like, oh god, like every birthday is just me like getting a little bit older, And so 30, I remember when my big sister turned 30, we were relentless. Like we made fun of her all the time.
Oh no, so now you know it's coming for you.
Now I know it's coming for me. Yeah, so we have a big family, so it's I played my part, and now it's time to receive those dues. Yeah,
it'll humble you.
It certainly will. Yeah, I'll definitely step into 30 being a better man, a more humble man.
Yeah. Well, in the last 2 years, you've definitely accomplished a lot as a Seattle musician. And I think earlier you were saying that you're from Seattle?
I am. Yeah, I grew up in like the University District.
Oh, okay, nice.
My mom, very cool lady. Hi, Mom, if you're listening to this. She single mother. 5 kids with 2 more that she adopted, and she not only took care of all of us, but put herself back through school. So
wow.
We were in the university district. She went to the University of Washington, and
they're playing the national championship right now.
oh my God, I cannot believe we are
it.
killing it this year.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of wild because when we lived there, we were a trash team. Like no one wanted to be a Husky fan. But now it's so nice.
They have like zip up hoodies with like the Husky underneath it.
Yeah, just to, like depending on how the games are going that year, you're like, oh, okay, we're not doing very well.
Is the season still happening? Is it?
I know. But so it's so I grew up here. Yeah,
that's cool. That's awesome.
Then I moved to California for like 3 years, and then I came back like 2.5 years ago. And
okay. Oh, and that's like right when your music really started happening, because that's what I'm saying. Like we started at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We became a band at the end of summer 2021.
Okay.
And then we did the Slap Shack just a few months after that in like October or November or something like that. And then I remember seeing you like just a couple episodes later.
Yeah.
I think y'all did it at Japera's place, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then so like I feel like I've seen like your progress since that Slap Shack session to whenever I went to your winter prom show with Liv Victorino and Henry Mansfield, episode 2 and 3.
Yeah, that was a killer show.
Dude, it was incredible. Like there's something about when each act is just carrying like this certain presence and this certain light, you know, that's a little cheesy, but we'll just call it like an all-star lineup.
I'll take it.
Because that's what it was. Like each artist was very much putting like you guys all put yourselves into your music, and it's like you're bearing your soul, and it's like you're about it, and it means something to you, and you're sharing it with everybody. You know, like you can see the dedication in that. It's like everybody is practicing, and there's, you know, you put a lot of yourself in your music. And that show absolutely floored me because one, I was already hyped up after seeing Henry in that 10-piece ensemble.
Oh my God,
incredible, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, then it's you, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I don't know, I'm sorry, Eric, like I can't believe you have to follow that, I'm sorry. And then you blew the roof off of the place, man. It was incredible. Like I admire and I respect, and I can see so much like the work that goes into your craft, to like the way your songs carry momentum and how they pick up. Like the songwriting is really good. The lyrics are fun. People were dancing and jumping up and singing your songs. Like it was very moving, you know. And to be honest, me as a person, like usually when I see a show and I'm being moved, I'm kind of like stunned.
Yeah.
And then I'm just kind of like, this is happening now to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just here witnessing it.
I'm in it.
I'm just gonna watch and just take it in, you know?
Yeah.
But it was incredible. The next time you have a show, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna like be more into it. But dude, I love your songs. I was listening to them all day today while I was at work, and I was impressed with how many songs you dropped. I think it was in 2021. There was like 3 EPs or something like that.
Yeah, I was oh man. Well, first let me say this. That Barboza show was incredible. I'm a very picky person.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I want to play at Barboza. I want to play it with people that I just respect the hell out of.
Yes.
And so I had seen Henry and Liv and just like heard their like names over the last couple years, and I've like bumped into them at different shows, seen them perform, and I've been like, man, like these are people I would love to play on a bill with. And so I reached out to both of them. I was like, hey, like, do you guys want to like play this show? Like, I think we could I think it could be killer. And they were both so nice. They were both like, oh my God, like I'd be honored to play on a bill with you. And I'm like, oh well, like shucks, like come on, like you didn't have to say all that.
Isn't that cool how like mutual respect just circles around, you
know? And so I like reached out to Barboza, and they were like, yeah, we'll give you a Friday night. And I was like, oh, are you serious? Like that's incredible. And so Henry and Liv are both just like crazy hard workers, and just both musicians that I have nothing but the utmost respect for. So I'm glad it went well. I'm glad that it was such a killer show, because Liv opened it up. I love her like indie music, and she's like I don't want to say like this like indie queen, but kind of, you know, like I've never heard anything awful about her.
No, I think from the first time that I saw her play and like got to know her, because we got our start with Liv. Like, she gave us some opportunities whenever we were first getting started.
Okay.
And I just knew, like, yeah, she is another person that, like, carries this presence.
Yeah.
You know? And I immediately believed in her. And I knew, I'm like, she's going to go far and she's going to do it. Which is why, like, I had immediately had to have her on this podcast, you know, because she's somebody that I believe in. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah. And it's like her and then, like, Henry, like you said, like, he had the, like, 10-piece Groupon, which is just insane. Like, that's a lot of people to manage, and that's a lot of people to get into one room. Like, for practices, to like have the kind of mind to coordinate like different sections of your set.
Like, this is
insane.
The piano, and then this is the horns.
And
then this is the bass. Like, it's crazy.
And he's up there smiling and just having a blast up there.
So then that too, to like have the confidence to be like, these 10 people all are gonna hold it down for me, so that he can be the front man and just like go crazy and have fun and get the crowd going.
You know? And Henry's very theatrical, and I like his songs make me feel like I'm in the climax of a movie. You know, like I'm like charging like the battlefield, like, sword in hand, and like I don't know, like that's what I see when I hear Henry play music. But sorry, to come back to the original thing. I put a lot of music out all at once. I was like, well, I want to play music. And I was like, because I was living in California, because I had broken up with a girl, and she lived
you
like.
broke up with her?
Yeah, no, it's a long story.
Heartbreaker.
There's some betrayal in there too.
Oh, yikes.
But some real juicy heartbreak. But we broke up, and she lived like down the street, and so I was like, I literally cannot be here anymore. So I like moved to California. And then when I moved back, I was like, well, I want to play music. And so I moved back, and I was like, well, I'm hitting these open mics. People are like, oh, do you have anything out? And I'm like, oh, no. But then I was like, well, let's do it. So all my stuff is on like from GarageBand on my phone. And so like I'll be at work with my like Apple like headphones in, and I will be like singing into the mic on like GarageBand. And so like everything you hear on like Spotify and Apple Music
was recorded with your headphones,
just like GarageBand on my headphones, or like play like, so then like recording guitar. I like, hit play, and then I like have one headphone in, and then the headphone with the microphone I like have tucked under my guitar, and I'm like playing like hunched over, just like trying to do stuff. And then like all the like voices in the background, they're like, hey, or like like that's just me like talking to myself, like, and just like doing like multiple layers and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, hey, and just like whatever.
Dude, that is inspiring. You produced like your entire album using GarageBand on your phone?
Yeah,
all those EPs?
Because I'm like, I can do it like at work or like on my lunch break or whatever. And so that's how I like just got so much music out, because I'm like working full time at a Starbucks, and I'm also like, okay, well, there's a thing I want to do, and so in order to like have your cake and eat it, you have to like work twice as hard.
That's how it goes. It's hard out here, you know.
It's tough. It's tough out here, but so just put out a bunch of music out, and then I kind of like took a little break putting stuff out, and then I just released that Barboza show was the EP release for the Lately EP.
That one was good.
I'm really proud of
I think that really resonated with me was the beginning, the middle, and where we are now.
Ooh.
There's so many good songs on there. That one you did was the same thing with the iPhone.
Yeah.
That blows my mind. Are you kidding me? We're in the studio right now spending lots of money. It's worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah. You're like, we love doing it.
It's going well. But that is incredible, man, that you just did that all on your own. So, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like when you're very good at using the resources that you have. Resourceful.
Resourceful. And yeah, that's the one. And I'm actually really excited. So the beginning, the middle, and where we are now, after the Lately EP, I'm starting to work on some full-length albums.
Okay,
and so
sick.
The beginning, the middle, and where we are now represented, the first song was like, I was with this girl. So it's a song about her.
Yeah.
The second song was like the lowest I was. I was like, after the breakup, just like in the gutter,
in the shit,
and then in the shit, exactly. I was like, I didn't know if I could say bad words here, but in the shit, man. Fuck. And then the third song was I'm feeling a little better, I'm like, stepping forward. And then the fourth song was a song about my partner.
Oh wow.
But so with these, I have the next 3 albums planned out. So the first album is gonna represent the beginning, and so it's gonna be a bunch of those like sad songs. The second album is gonna be like, this isn't the actual title, but like the middle, and it's gonna represent like that like middle portion, like living in California. And then the third album, it's kind of just gonna be a bunch of like love songs about my like partner now.
That's awesome.
You know, so I'm glad you like that one.
I did, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was afraid that your music was gonna make me really sad because I'm going through it right now. But it didn't, you know, and I gravitated towards that one because I think it had some happier rhythms in it and like some happier sentiments. So it's funny that you're saying that there is heartbreak in there, but when I was listening to those songs, I felt good. You know?
Yeah.
And
wow. Well, that makes me happy.
Yeah. It worked for me. It did not get sad. Felt good.
I'm glad, man. See, that's I always wonder how certain songs are gonna like hit people, or like how certain projects are gonna hit people, and so thank you for, I don't know, illuminating that.
Yeah. But I did notice that there was a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
So like you released all this music in 2021, and then in 2022 you released that single "Blue" or something. Feeling
yeah,
Blue.
Left with Blue.
Left with Blue, and then there was nothing until you just released lately. So were you just like kind of burned out for a little bit, and you're like, you know what, I released a bunch of music, and I'm just gonna take it easy?
I was just playing a lot live.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like splitting my time between. So whereas before I was splitting my time between, like work, open mics, and like working on these songs, I put those songs out, and then I was like, okay, so now that I have some music out, I'm now splitting my time between work, playing mics, and just like playing every show I can.
Yeah. And
so I was doing, God, I play, the Sunset Tavern.
Yes.
Love that place.
Very
One of
fun.
my favorite venues.
I love the green room. One of the best.
So great. Oh my, the wallpaper.
Yeah.
Incredible.
The bathroom.
I've
taken many nervous shits in that bathroom.
Yeah. No, I've been there. That was like right before you played. Like,
there's nothing you can do about it, you know? It's like, I don't want to shit myself on stage. So
or be that guy where you're like, hold on. One sec. Like that. You never want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But I played there like 10 times in like the last like 2 years. And so like I ended up making this t-shirt that just on the front said the Sunset Tavern Tour, and on the back it just had like all these dates that I wrote in Sharpie, where it's like the Sunset Tavern, this date, underneath it the Sunset Tavern, this date, the Sunset. And so I was just playing a bunch.
Dude, I love that.
And
I'm loving the DIY energy here that I'm hearing. I like how you just
gotta do it.
You just do it.
It's like, why? There's like this like mantra that I've had, this like, don't think, just do.
Yes.
And it's like,
that is huge for music too.
Yeah.
Like if you're jamming or if you're like in a solo or something like that, you just gotta do and feel. Once the brain starts, it's like the train just falls off the rails.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why like people like that's why we love people like Jimi Hendrix or like Kurt Cobain. Those are people who are like, I'm not gonna like worry too much about exactly what it sounds like. They're just like, I'm just like, there's just a thing I want to do. And so they just go and do it.
It's that whole thing of, because I'm trying to think, how does something like that relate to real life?
Yeah.
And it's like this sense of just kind of letting go and just being in the moment.
Yeah.
Just being like very present in that moment. It's so interesting. It seems like the human experience journey is all about that.
Yeah.
How to just find yourself living
in the moment
and maximizing the moment.
My God.
You know?
No, for real. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's so simple, and you hear it everywhere, where people, you ever watch like Kung Fu Panda?
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
You know, when like the turtle is like, the past is like the past, the future hasn't happened, but the present, the now is a gift. That's why it's called the present.
Yeah.
And so you like hear stuff like that all the time. But then you don't like realize like, oh man, like they're serious. Like that's the best way to live your life.
I realized over Christmas, because I went back home and I have a little 2-year-old nephew, and we were watching kids movies.
Okay.
And I realized that kids movies are the best friggin' movies out there, because one, they're making them like colorful and fun to watch for kids, but they know that their audience is adults taking those kids there.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how you watch these movies and how simple they lay out these life lessons and these things that we have to relearn.
Yeah.
You know, like I just saw this one the other day, or like a couple weeks ago when I was back home, It was with Adam Sandler, and I'm like, that guy's fucking sucks. But
Adam Sandler. Yeah, I have thoughts about Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm not a big fan of him. But the movie that I watched was good because it was just talking about how you might find yourself, like we're talking about getting older.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what can be tough about your birthday is, yeah, people want to celebrate and do things, and it can, for me, it can make it this thing that's too much expectation. It's too built up.
Mm-hmm.
But what I like about my birthday is it just gives me a time to reflect. And what this movie was about was this guy who has all this regret because he's old and he doesn't know if he's lived his life to the fullest, and now he wants to do everything all at once. And it was kind of just about understanding that your life experience, no matter what it's been, is experience and has value. And you know, if you just reflect on those experiences and find what your value is, then you find how to apply that.
Yeah.
And then you can, in your life and in other people's lives. You
Yeah.
know? Like, that's one thing I'm excited about getting older is I hope that I have things to share.
Yeah.
With people, you know?
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope it works out. Dang. No, and that
that's from a kid's movie.
That hits. I know, right? An Adam Sandler movie.
An Adam Sandler of all things, exactly.
God, that guy.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. I guess if we're talking about getting older, so when every time like my birthday rolls around, I'm like, okay, you got to reckon with like what you've done the last year.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how like I've always seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, yeah, this last year I have kind of come around to that, like what you just said, where it's like, okay, well, I get to take this moment to like reflect, and rather than being like my biggest critic, you know, like every time that you know, day rolls around, yeah, you can take it as a moment to like reflect and be like, you know what? Well, I'm just gonna keep doing me.
I'm curious, so you started releasing music in 2021. It's been a few years. What are your aspirations or goals or dreams that you have for life in music?
Well, honestly, I've always said like I don't have to get famous or anything.
Yeah.
But if I could just support myself, like just playing music,
yeah,
that's incredible. Like the fact that anyone ever like pays me anything to play my own like little sad songs on stage is phenomenal. And so my next goal is I want to just release all the projects I want to release. Yeah. And so that's starting with my next step is as I'm starting to work toward these full-length albums, I want to do another EP.
Okay.
And a couple singles.
Cool.
Around then. I have at least the next 3 albums already planned out. I just have to like start recording everything.
So you already have the material and everything?
Yeah.
Far out.
And then I even have the material for like an additional like 3 albums.
Okay.
Just because like I just like to write.
Yeah.
And so I'm like always writing. I'm always like playing guitar just like in my home. I have a guitar in my car that I just like at work. I'm just like on my break, I'll like mess around. It's like a little nylon string guitar. So yeah, there's like so much I want to put out, and there's so much music that I feel, it sounds cheesy, but I feel like is in me. And I feel like a lot of people have different relationships with different things, and people like us, we got that bone in us that we connect with music. And I think that that's something that everyone connects with music at a certain way, but we get to like make music, and we get to like put our hands on it and like, you know, like mold it and all these things. And so when I think about my like goals and what I like want to do, I'm just like, man, I just want to keep doing this. Like, I just want to like keep like hanging out in the city that I love, like hanging out with like the people that I love and like that I respect, and that I just like can't get their songs out of my head. I just want to keep doing that. You know, I want to keep coming out on the boats. Like,
it's amazing, like what kind of opportunities or doors that the path will lay out for you.
Yeah.
You know, if you just keep doing it. And the thing we were talking about in the last episode is like taking that extra step to put yourself out there by meeting people and talking and asking about people. And then you never know what might happen. That's how you end up on a boat. You know,
because some people like Jody.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to help. Like, I just want to get more music out. I just want to, you know, like champion this next like wave. And so, yeah, like takes all kinds. And sometimes, like you said, like you just got to like meet people and like get rid of that stress of, well, what if they think I'm like not funny, or what if they think I'm like weird, or like all these things. It's like, who cares, man? You know, like Don't think, just do. Like, if there's a thing you want to do, like, do that thing. And
just do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and don't worry about doing it under any certain qualifiers or conditions.
Absolutely.
Like, you need a venue or you need a band. It's like, no, at the bare minimum, if you just want to make music, you can sing.
Yeah. No,
and then you can learn an instrument while you're singing,
Absolutely.
That's one thing that has kind of inspired me about this podcast is I've had a couple people on here, and music has kind of been a thing that they've just had on the back burner, like whether it was a hobby or just something that they're interested in. And then one day they just hit a spark. They were inspired and decided, you know what, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And they've had success in doing it, and they've had a lot of fun and a lot of fulfillment in their lives.
Yeah.
And it really makes me happy because it just opens up this idea of infinite possibilities of people out there who are capable of playing music and writing music and having a good time and sharing and being a part of a music community or sharing their experience through music with others. And all it takes is just that tiniest little push to then suddenly find yourself doing it.
Yeah. And that community is like incredible.
Very welcoming, yeah.
It is. And like I said, I came from California where, like you want to play music, people are like, oh, like, they kind of gatekeep a lot of like music opportunities,
gotcha.
which is a bummer. And so when I came here, I was like, oh, like Seattle, like gonna have to like be on my guard. But then, I started here and I was like, man, like people are so nice here. And they're so welcoming. And it's just become this community where, if like Connor Byrne.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that is like church to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Where
they're
like
Sunday open mic or
they like come in like every Sunday and they like, just play their songs and like hang out with their friends and that's for a lot of people their like weekly fellowship and community that they roll into.
Absolutely. And that's the beautiful thing about music is how it just gravitates people together.
Yeah.
It can provide warmth in so many different ways and then just connection. It's been a while since I've frequented the open mics. Me, mostly because I'm a shy performer.
Okay.
Believe that the guy spinning around like a dog on stage.
I know.
Playing guitar.
I feel like that's hard to believe.
But it's a lot different if I'm up there with a group of guys versus if I'm going up there and just playing my own songs that that are speaking within me. It's definitely does take some level of bravery.
Yeah,
absolutely, to do that.
To get on stage and keep doing that. Yeah,
that's as a front man, and singing your songs and presenting yourself and bearing yourself up there is it's very admirable. Because like I'm saying, it's not something that I'm inclined to do. I will go out and hang out at Green Lake and just play songs or play my guitar and stuff like that, and that feels a little less pressure actually because I'm not on stage. People aren't just like there to watch me do something or be a part of it. Like,
well, and how long have you been playing music? Can I ask questions?
Absolutely.
I'm like, tell me about your music.
I hope
journey.
you want to get to know me.
No, I do. I'd love to know.
So I started playing regularly, like really getting into it when I was about 12 or 13.
Okay.
Puberty hits and you gotta find hobbies.
Gotta pick a lane.
Yeah, you gotta channel that energy into something. And it was guitar. So I would just play a bunch of guitar, started a band, and then I was playing bass. And I remember I picked up bass because nobody wanted to play bass, and I just wanted to be in a band.
Yeah.
So I played bass, fell in love with it. And ever since then, over the last 12 years or so, I've had stints of playing music.
Yeah.
And then I'll get burned out, and then the wave kind of crashes. And then there's been times in my life where I wasn't playing music for like years at a time.
Yeah.
When I was living in Austin before I moved out here, I was in one of those dark places and wasn't playing very much, maybe like once a week or something like that. But I just didn't have the capacity or the juice to just do it regularly. And I knew that I needed a change in my life. So that's when I moved up here to Seattle. And then boom, when I got here and I had that fresh inspiration of travel and being in a new place and the adventure, then I was hitting open mics like 3 times a week. And I made it a point and a promise to myself that I was going to keep that up. What happens 2 months later? The fucking pandemic. So here I am, like in my early 20s, having a terrible time. It's very dark. I'm depressed. I'm processing trauma. And then I move up here, and I'm like, I have life again.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
And then, bam.
And then the next 2 years are like, is the world over? Like, what am I going to do? Is anything going to be the same? And I'm just going through it like a zombie.
Damn.
Kudos to the people out there who weathered the pandemic with like optimism and found new life.
You're like, because I certainly did not.
I did not
go into it with optimism.
Fuck.
It was rough, and it was rough for a lot of people. And sometimes, since we are like past that like worst of it, it's easy to be like, oh, that never happened. But no, man,
Dude,
like
I
that
buried
happened.
It did. It's crazy that happened. I mean, it was like 3 years ago when it was really going down. My brother was in Italy, and I remember you couldn't even leave. Like, you couldn't leave your apartment.
No.
Like, you couldn't go outside.
Especially Italy. They were really good about like keeping people indoors.
Yeah, because they were having a hard time. You know, they have a lot of old people. So, like, a lot of old people were dying.
Why was that so funny?
It just sounds funny. Like, they're a country with a bunch of old folks.
Well, do you remember when was it Texas that they like had that cold snap like a long time ago, and like
the power grid went down?
A bunch of like old people died.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah, Texas is fucked.
Yeah. But it's nice to be here. Like, it's nice to be not in Texas.
Yeah.
Or Florida.
Yeah, exactly. I'm from like the two like states that are like not doing so hot.
Yeah.
You know?
God damn.
Don't get me wrong, the beaches in Florida are beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's why I was there. And then Austin, you know, I was born there, and Austin is a fun, cool town.
Austin is cool.
Yeah,
they have the Riverwalk, right? No, that's San Antonio.
Yeah.
Dang.
San Antonio's crazy. It's so fucking big, and it takes forever. That's what
Yeah.
When I was back in Texas, it's such a bummer that you got to drive far if you want to get to anywhere.
To anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Or like, I just visited my sister in Tennessee like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And man, it's I love her, but it sucked. There's like nothing over there, because if you want to go to like Nashville, it's 2 hours away.
Damn.
We were technically in just outside of like Chattanooga.
Oh, okay, cool.
And if you wanted to get to anywhere, you went to like you ever been to Leavenworth? Over here?
No, I haven't.
It's
but
like
it's on my list.
It's like it's like that cute little town in the mountains, but they have like a place like that in Georgia called Helen, and we like drove to that, but that was like 3 hours to like drive there. And I was like, dang, in Seattle, like if I want a slice of pizza, I just like go down the street. If I want to go to like the Seattle Center, it's just over there, like hopping in an Uber and like go.
Yeah.
There's a ton of great hikes like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, we're kind of spoiled.
We kind of are.
Yeah.
And we've got, I mean, all this water around us.
Dude, you know how precious water is in a city? I was in Texas. They're losing all their water. Like
sad.
You see the lake, like my friend, his parents, they built like this multi-million-dollar mansion on the lake, and I'm looking at his Instagram, and I'm like, dude, that's a pond. What the fuck? I'm sorry for your parents that they just spent all that money and just watching the river go down or
It's
whatever.
hard. It's hard these days.
So, yeah, I love this city. It's so lush and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Water is so grounding and calming.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, man,
so peaceful.
Well, and we can change the topic if you want.
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
like, I'll just go.
Yeah.
When I was living in California after the heartbreak, and we can talk about that.
Yeah.
But I lived in a little town called Temecula, California, which was like 40 minutes from like the ocean.
Okay.
So what I would do is I'd drive to the ocean all the time, and I would like dig like a hole in the sand, put a blanket down, and just like plop myself down there and just like sit at night, listen to the music. Listen to the like sound of the water. And someone said, I don't know if this is like 100% true, but it like totally scans. They're like, the reason why water is so calming, and especially that sound of like that like wave like just lapping, is because that like kind of noise reminds us of when we were like in the womb.
No way.
So like that like safest we ever were.
Yeah.
Like it kind of like gives us that like memory, or that like that peace and serenity.
It's like the toothbrush on the cat's head.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, yeah, it reminds them of their
the
mom.
mother's tongue, yeah.
And so I loved it. Like we live by all this water, you know, because it's so soothing.
Dude, I did that's just, there's like a little antenna thing out
Oh,
there.
I was like, there's a man. There's a man on the roof.
Yeah.
He's just,
oh, what you guys doing?
He's
in
just
there?
fucking around.
Got a podcast,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Can I be on?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I did a polar plunge.
Ooh,
You should do it.
I'm sorry. No, I've done it.
Oh, really?
You
didn't like it? I mean, it hurts.
It hurts so bad. It's terrible.
It only, I mean, if you move.
If you
just get in the water and then you just stay still, you know, then you're
just
fine. But as soon as I started walking out of the water, I was like,
it hurts.
it's like pins and needles.
What lake did you do it at?
We did it in the Sound at Golden Gardens. It was on New Year's Day.
Okay,
I was
okay.
in not a good place.
Mhm,
And then my roommate was like, we're going to go do this cold plunge. I'm like, I need that.
You're like,
I need that.
I just need to feel something, man.
No, I did. I needed to like cleanse and shock my nerves and no longer fucking feel.
Do you feel like it shook that up? Do you feel like it did?
Like, I remember I used to be a lifeguard. And,
Okay.
I remember talking to somebody, and she was like, Yeah, the reason why you feel so good after you swim is because it just shocks all of your nerves. It's kind of like a reset for your body. And like being there now in my head, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Every time I jump in a body of water and you come back out, don't you feel so refreshed?
Yeah.
Just like,
man.
You know?
I agree. I really do. I still do, but not as much. I used to hike a bunch, and me and my buddies, we found like a body of water in the woods. We'd just like go jump in.
Oh, hell
and yeah, no, absolutely. You're so right. And then
that
when
was
you get out
here in Seattle?
Yeah, there's like hikes out a ways, but
I need to get out there more.
Yeah?
I'm too like attached to the city.
Yeah.
All right, here's the truth.
Oh, hit me with it. Finally, we're here.
The reason why I don't get out and do hikes more is because it's not something I like to do by myself.
Okay.
So like that sounds really sad. I sound like a lonely guy. You want to hike with me?
Can we like
buddy?
edit in like a crying baby? Like, I'm
joking. But that's like
that makes sense.
Every time I go on a hike, it's such a spiritual, profound experience. Like just being immersed in the nature, and you feel so good. It's a nice reset. And then you drive back into the city, and there's always like a weird transition going from such powerful nature to the city.
Such powerful, like
concrete.
Concrete, yeah.
Granted, the development here is not as bad as other places. Like, let's keep talking shit about Texas.
Oh, let's do
concrete everywhere.
Oh my
it's
God.
so fucking sprawling, it's gross.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Same with like L.A.
Yeah, so sprawling.
Rough out there.
I mean, shit. People's lives are over there, But look at us. We're spoiled sons of bitches over here.
No, we are.
Like,
so cool up here.
But yeah, so it's just such a profound experience.
Yeah.
That I got really tired of just doing it on my own.
Yeah.
And then I never really met friends who were down to do it, or the friends that I did meet, they're like want to go on big ass backpacking trips. I'm like, I'm not shitting in the woods for 5 days straight.
No. Well, listen, truly, like if you ever want to like hit like an easy hike, like you let me know, man.
I'm getting invited.
I'm like, let's go. Let's go. Well, there's like, I know people probably aren't tuning into this for like hike talk.
Yeah.
But Rattlesnake Ridge.
Okay.
You ever heard of it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That is like one of my favorite ones, and my favorite ones to like introduce people to, because it's like easy up, easy down, killer view, and it's just like a piece of cake. And there's a lake, so me and my friends, we used to like run up, run back down, just run right into the lake.
Oh hell yeah,
it's awesome.
I'm down for that. That sounds dope. Because when you said that, like running in the woods and finding a body of water and jumping in, like I used to love that. In Austin, we could do that. You could just there would like be little rivers, and you could just run along the river, and there's something like very I don't know, spiritual and grounding in that, just running through the woods.
Yeah, it like taps into that like caveman,
the caveman ancestry, like the native ancestry. It's in there, like living on the land, chasing that fucking deer.
You like drop down on like all fours, and you just like
I have dreams
through
about
the woods.
Like I'll have dreams I'm running, and then I just start running like a cheetah, and I'm like, this makes so much sense.
You're like, I need this. And
why wasn't I doing this before? And then I wake up, and I'm
you're
like,
no,
I can't do that.
Yeah.
It made so much sense in my dream, but no, it makes zero sense.
You're like, no, I have a job. Come on, like, come on, got bills to pay.
Speaking of dreams and aspirations,
hit me with it.
That's the goal, to not have to have a job.
Amen.
Like if you are being I think you ask any musician, hey, actually you ask me, no, I'm down to be a fucking millionaire rock star. Take me on the ride. Let me do that.
And there's that like that humble part of me where I'm like, never ask for that. Like
I'm down.
Like always be cool, but then there's that like part of me that I'm like, oh my God, like
I'm
give
down.
it to me.
But I will be so happy if I am able to live a life off of music, and I also want to be able to support people.
Yeah.
Like that's been a new thing that has been developing for me, is I want to be able to support one day my partner, whoever that may be.
Yeah.
And my family, my parents, my brother, my nephew.
Yeah.
And I want to do that through the things that I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
Because one revelation I've had is, so we were talking about earlier how I'm seeing a trend of people who have worked a career in corporate America, and then they're like, I'm fed up with this, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then they start to pursue a passion.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, what I'm starting to see is, if you want to do something as a career long term, like 20 years, like you could, just like grit your teeth, suffer through it, just do it. Hopefully it's something that you like.
Yeah.
But that's what it needs to be. You need to find something that you're going to enjoy doing for years and years and years. So even though like this music that we're doing right now isn't paying the bills, you got to stick to it. And if you're still enjoying it, then you just got to keep doing it, because at some point it will start to return. And then you'll be like, I'm so glad that I invested into something that I was going to be willing to commit to long term.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I knew was going to fulfill me in more ways than one.
Yeah.
And then the money comes later, you know?
Yeah.
So that's something that I've been thinking about.
And you like hear people talk about that, you know? They're like, yeah, like when I felt like my life really like meant the most is when, I stopped like pursuing that rat race. And I really was just like doing the thing that I like wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear, bringing it back to old people, like you hear like old people say stuff like that when you see those TikToks where it's like, if you could tell like the like 20-something-year-old right now, like what really matters, like what would you say to them? And they're like, who cares? You know, like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that easy.
It's like, do what you want to do. You got this one life.
Exactly.
And you're why like
hit me with it. Yeah, it's crazy.
This is why I've walked out on jobs before, you know, because I'm just like, I'm done. I'm not your life, that's the whole thing, back to the whole being in the moment. Your life is the moment that you're currently in. I remember I had this song and I was playing it today. I just listened to all my music on SoundCloud, you know.
Yeah.
Like
sometimes you gotta.
Yeah.
You know.
And I hadn't heard that stuff in a long time, and today was my first day back at work after like groveling and being in a tough place for, you know, a week.
Yeah.
And and I was like, I was listening to the old piano stuff I used to do, and there's this song, and I have a lyric in there that's like, one day you'll understand that life has never been better than right now. Because that's all that it is. All that it is right now, and this is good.
That's a great line.
You know, it's like, this is it.
And then how long ago did you write that line?
A year and a half ago.
Okay, is it weird, like, resonating so deeply with, like, something that this, like, year and a half version of yourself, like, wrote? Are you like, who the fuck wrote that? Like, who is that person? Is that wild?
It was strange. I had this moment when I was walking around my job, and I had this moment, and it like hit me in the back of the head, and I was like, I needed to hear this.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah, who would have thought that Sean a year and a half ago would be sending future Sean this message?
Yeah, just
that
straight
he
wisdom.
needed to hear. This wisdom of like, even though you're down in the dumps, even though things are bad, life is still good.
Yeah.
You know, and it's good. This is what it is.
Yeah.
You're still alive. Your heart's still beating, you know?
Yeah, because not to sound like a hippie, but like the like odds of us being here, of us like drawing breath, of us like having been born, of us like getting to that revelation of like, oh man, like what's most important is just like being here, are like crazy small. Just the odds of us like getting to this point. And so like lately I've kind of been like that, where I'm like, you know what? Like even on my bad days, I'm just happy to be alive. I'm just happy to like be here.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like people get so caught up in the like, I gotta make money. You know, I gotta like get that promotion, or like I gotta do the thing, and but it's like, man, like sometimes you just gotta like take a breath and be like, oh, but like I'm alive. Like I'm just this like alive like human being. I used to work at Costco.
Okay.
Right? I used to work in their like travel department. And so I'm like, it's like my desk job. It's like my first and my last desk job. I came into work with like a button-up shirt, like I wore like nice pants, like nothing that had holes in it, and closed-toed shoes, you know.
Love it.
And I'm like sat there like booking people's cruises, because that was like my department. And so I like got my headset on. I'm like, yeah. So like we got like Royal Caribbean's, got like this like unit, like you could be like facing the like island on this side, on like the way down, and then coming back up. If you want to switch rooms, you could be facing on the other, whatever.
Setting people up.
I've had like phone calls that were like 2 hours long, like just like trying to talk to the people. And so we had all these posters around the office that said things like live your dream, and they had like pictures of like, you know, like a dude like standing on like a mountain, like with his like a backpack on, or it was like get out there. And at one point I was like on the phone with someone, and I like see one of the posters, and I'm like, oh god, like this isn't my dream. And I like quit like that week, because I was like these posters are like saying the thing, and I'm like here like at my desk. I'm like, this sucks, man. So I quit, and I moved to I think Mexico that time.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was it was just like I just like gotta get out, man. Gotta go.
Wait, where in Mexico did you go?
I lived in Ensenada.
Okay, where is that relative?
So it's like in Baja.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I was there like after high school. I like went down there for like a missionary program.
Gotcha.
And so they have so then I left, did whatever, and then when I quit Costco, they had like a program to like go and like serve on the team, and so I was like, gotta go somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, that was like similar for me when I just flipped the table and was like, I'm getting out of Austin.
Yeah.
You got to do that sometimes.
You
know?
really do.
I mean, don't hurt anybody when you do it, but sometimes you just got to flip the table and change your life, you know?
I agree. And it's important to shake things up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Change for some people, I mean, and for me sometimes, change is scary and it's difficult.
Oh, yeah.
But, a change of scenery, you know, a different job, trying new things, it's all I think is what we need as people.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man, there's the bumper sticker right there. There it is. There's the tagline. All you need is people.
We need people, and we need you need to, again, like try new things and put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Because you never know what's gonna happen. That's how you end up on a boat.
That's how you end up on a boat, Lake Union. That's how. But that's also how you end up with heartbreak. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know how much time we have.
I think we're doing good. Yeah,
we're doing all right.
Do
you want to talk about it? You want to get into it, or you're like, no, next episode?
Is it hot in here? These lights are getting kind of hot.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, no, I think that's gonna be a wrap. But
I mean, it's tough, you know. It's like, I don't know, I've had my heart broken several times in the last like year and a half, and it sucks every single time, and it hurts. But you know, the same takeaway every time is it's always worth it.
Yeah,
it's always worth a shot at loving somebody and somebody loving you because, well, on one hand, Max and I were just talking about how shitty dating is. So if you can find somebody that's willing to like put up with you and be around you and care about you, and you have fun together, it's worth it. You know.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Sometimes, you know, for whatever reason, for so many reasons, right? Like there are a lot of reasons for relationships to end, and it just fucking hurts.
Yeah,
and it just sucks.
That's how it goes. And I heard a quote. This is the quote. I wanted to say this earlier. What is it? It's like grief is just like love with nowhere to go.
Oh wow.
You know, and I guess when I started realizing that, it kind of made it hurt less. You know, because then I could see that grief for what it was, and like see it for that like love. And if I was like, okay, if I no longer have like this person that I can like give this love to, I'm gonna start like giving that love to myself.
Yeah,
you know,
it's beautiful.
Thank you. I have it written down right here on my hand.
Is it a tattoo?
No, I'm just joking. But yeah, so heartbreak sucks, but like you said, like it's worth it because
it is. Yeah, every time. And in full transparency, like
hit me with it. Be honest.
We're gonna have a conversation tomorrow or on Wednesday.
Okay.
And you know, there's some things that I've been processing that I'm excited to share.
Cool.
John's going through a breakup, okay, people.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to pick up on it, but
I didn't mean to take it there.
We were talking about it before we came on, and we're gonna talk on Wednesday, and you know, just hoping that for better or worse, like whatever happens, whatever the outcome is, I'm okay.
Yeah, and no matter what happens, you got a lot of material to write songs.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it is. I call that the Taylor Swift black magic.
Oh,
using heartbreak to write music, because that was like a conspiracy theory, I think, like 10 years ago, whatever, that she would like jump into these crazy relationships with famous people.
Yeah.
Her heart broken, and then she'd come out with a whole album for it. You know.
Yeah.
That's some dark magic right there.
No, it really is.
But she's a billionaire now.
People love Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy
because you know she writes very catchy, relatable songs. You know.
Yeah. And I mean, you can't fault her. Anyone who like shits on her, I'm like, grow up. Like, come on. Like, are we not past like hating on Taylor Swift? Like, she's built a solid career. But I'm a big John Mayer fan.
Dude, John Mayer. I hear that he in the past has been like a fucking douchebag. You know, like, terrible to chicks.
Yeah.
But like, he can play.
He's cool now.
But he can play.
That dude can play guitar.
Yeah.
It's insane.
What guy who gets famous when they're 20 years old, 18 years old, isn't going to end up going through the system of becoming a piece of shit?
Being kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
You know? And hot take. I'm like, John Mayer, Taylor Swift, not so different, you know.
Were they together at one point?
They were.
They were, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, they both like dated a bunch of people, like broke up with them, like wrote songs about them, like dated a bunch of people, and so
it worked. I mean,
yeah,
you know, it is a magic. Like it does
really,
work. It is
really
fuel
is
for the fire.
Yeah, I do like but yeah, that dude can play guitar.
For me, I'd rather not have heartbreak and just have like someone who loves me and like supported. That would be nice.
Yeah. Damn, don't we all?
Yeah. Well, you've got that though.
I do.
Right? How long have you been with your partner?
It's been like 3 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She's a cool person. We met in California.
Cool.
And
y'all moved up here together.
We moved up here together.
Wow,
and
that's huge.
Well, here's what's crazy though. Like I moved to California. We met at Starbucks. We were working together, and then we fell in like. We started hanging out, all this stuff, and we were like a COVID relationship where
really?
We like really started dating, and then instantly we're like quarantined together.
Oh wow!
And so that was cool. But I guess what happened was I was like, I think I'm gonna move back to Washington. I think I'm gonna move back to Seattle. My family's up here.
Yeah.
I have a big family, and I find out that my girlfriend, she has always wanted to live in Seattle.
No way.
Her like email from like being from middle school was like Seattle sunsets like 99 or something. So her being up here for her like has been like a dream come true.
Well, it's incredible.
And I'm like, well, I'm happy to have you here. Like I'm happy that you're having a good time.
Yeah.
I love it up here, and so it's been really kind of nice falling in love with this place that I love, like vicariously through her.
No, yeah.
You know, and so it's been very cool.
That's pretty beautiful.
Thank you.
When things just kind of line up like that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And the fact that y'all got together and weathered the pandemic together, because I know that broke a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
That's
no,
huge.
it did.
That's a great foundation.
And you know
like,
what
y'all
else?
went through the apocalypse
No,
together.
we did. She's pretty funny. And I was looking through old pictures the other day, and my very first show in Seattle was at Substation.
Oh, what?
Have you played there?
No.
Do it.
That's so random.
No, it is. It is. I feel like Balcony Bridge, like that would be a cool venue for you guys.
I mean, if I'm honest, you know, like Greg, the booker there, has reached out to us a few times.
Okay.
Like we've entertained it. I've mostly been like, if there's a touring band that comes through, we're down. But tell me about your experience putting on a local show at Substation, because for me, I'm hesitant on it because it seems a little daunting to try to get people out there. It's like no bus lines. It's not near anything. It's kind of like, you know.
Well, and let me say this. So my first show was supposed to be like 5 days after the like Substation show. My first show was supposed to be at a place called the Hidden Door up in like Shoreline.
Okay.
But then my I don't know if you know the band Rain Station, but one of the guys from there reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I had a show here and I can't play it." And he was like, "Do you want it?" And I'm like at Starbucks, like in my apron, like doing inventory. And I was like, let me text some people. Like, let me see if I can't get out there tonight.
Oh, shit.
So it was nobody was there.
Yeah.
It was like last minute show. I forget who even headlined, but I just had to fill up like 30 minutes. And so to bring it back to my sweet girlfriend, I was looking through pictures of my phone, and I have this picture of like the mic and then just her, like just in the crowd. And she's like waving at me, and I'm like, man, like she has been so cool because when there's like nobody else there, will be like that audience member for me, you know. And so heartbreak sucks, but sometimes you got to get through it to get to the good stuff. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, you know. Fuck, man.
It's tough.
Anybody who's going through it, you should try a polar plunge.
Yeah, that stuff's good for you.
It is. You know, like I was really feeling that because we split the day before New Year's. And then
so you needed that polar bear plunge right then. Oh my god.
So then it was New Year's Day, and then I remember like walking into the water, and I was like, I am strong.
You're like, who needs them anyway?
Like, no, I need them. I need love. Yeah, everybody deserves it. Everyone should have it.
I agree. Oh man.
Yeah. So back to Substation. Nobody was there.
Nobody was there.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like
it's
a venue that's
one.
tough to get people out to. You know?
I agree. What kind of a cool spot?
Yeah, we actually recorded our first album there, talking about love.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
Cool.
They have a recording studio called Birdhouse.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so
God,
we
okay,
actually recorded an album there. So it's got to happen at some point that we got to play a show there
Yeah.
because that's where our album was recorded.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime this year, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, what are you looking forward to? Anything in 2024? Any shows or venues you want to play?
I have a couple. Well, I have a couple shows lined up. I have a tractor show that I'm gonna play.
When is that?
It's, I think, in May.
Okay, sweet.
So still a ways away. And then there's like 2 other shows I have in the books, but I guess I can't remember what they are.
Okay.
Some places that I would love to play.
Yeah.
I'd love to play Barboza again.
Yes.
Such a cool venue.
So much fun. Cool green
I'd
room.
love to play cool green room.
I love the green rooms, man.
No, me too. I feel so official, like just being in any green room.
Yeah.
I feel so cool. I would love to play at Madame Lou's.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
That one would be super cool. The Rabbit Box Theater.
Yeah, dude, that'd be a great spot for you.
Yeah, 100%. I think that would be
100%.
really cool. And there are people I'd love to play with. Like I said, like I'm really picky, and so I like constantly have like a list of people that I'm like, I'd love to be on a bill with these guys.
Yeah.
Or that person or whatever. People I've like played with before that I'm like, I'd love to do another. Like Henry, I'd love to play another bill with him. Liv,
Yeah.
I would love to play another bill with her.
Henry and Balcony Bridge are actually going to do a show in March.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going to play at the High Dive on March 30th, and it's going to be
cool.
space themed.
Oh, what?
So I hope to see you there with like an astronaut helmet.
I love space. That sounds so cool. High Dive's a cool bar.
It is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to go back there. Their sound is really good.
Oh my God.
You can hear everything really well, and it sounds big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
It's cool. Yeah, I played there for the first time on the 3rd. And
Oh.
it was a very cool.
Like the other day, the 3rd?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was like me, Kyle Nicholas, and Alex Rasmussen.
Okay. Cool.
Both incredible musicians.
Dude, I got a question for you.
What do you got? Oh God. Hit me with it.
Whenever you're recording this album, do you think you're gonna do it differently? Where like you go into a studio and you bring in some musicians and stuff like that?
I think so.
Hell yeah, man. Do
I
it.
Because the way that I have done the music, like on GarageBand, it's been nice because I've had the freedom to just like do it all on my own, like at my own pace. Like I haven't really had to collaborate with anybody. I'm not opposed to it. I just am like, I'm always doing stuff, and it was just the easiest way to get that thing done that I wanted to do. But it's at a point now where there's so much that I want to put out. It will just be faster to do it in studio, like do it with actual people, because you're super limited. Like on GarageBand for like drum tracks, I'll like play the.
I'm actually surprised that you used GarageBand drum because it sounds good.
Thank you. And I've like learned ways to make it sound better, but like I'll like record the like melody, vocals, and then I'm like, okay, get the drums down, and I'm like boom, dunk, bum, ba buck, ba. You know, and it's like it's horrible, you know, and so then I have to like go back in, like edit like every single like drum hit to like beef it up where it needs to be like beefed up, or to like make sure it's like on tempo, all that stuff.
I mean, dude, I never would have guessed.
Thank you, and that
I thought that was a human being playing the drum kit.
That was a human being playing the drum kit. But yeah, for the like the scope of what I like want to do now, I think that it makes sense to get people involved and to actually like step into the studio.
Yeah. Dude, you're gonna love what you get. Like that's what we're doing right now. We tried to do it on our own.
Yeah.
We've tried so many different ways to record, and now we're like, you know what? Let's just pay a guy.
Okay.
Some money.
some real American dollars.
And let's go into a studio. Somebody who's been doing this forever, and you know, we'll trust him. And we've gotten great tones, and the sound is way better than anything we ever could have done.
Okay.
And so when it's your time to go into the studio and do that, I think you're going to find it to be well worth it.
Thank you.
When do you want to do that? You have a time frame?
Well, so God, and again, like I don't want to talk over, I don't want to,
it's fine,
you know, run anyone out of time, but I work at Starbucks.
Yeah.
And things have just changed around where I've been so fortunate that I've been able to work like a lot less at Starbucks because I'm like making even some money like playing music. So I've been able to take days off and be able to compensate for it with whatever people pay me.
Yeah.
But now I'm back at work. So starting tomorrow is my first like 40-hour week in like a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so all I know is I want to, now that it's the new year, start talking to my band about, hey, I want to do an album. I was going to have that talk with them for a practice for this show like on the 3rd, but our keyboardist like got sick.
Damn,
and so I was
around.
like, it really is. So I was like, I want to have that conversation with everybody and be like, what do your schedules look like? What, like how can we get some practices in to get, like we are confident to like roll into the studio and be like, hey, here are the tracks. Like, let's lay them down, all this stuff. But I just haven't been able to do that yet. But that's next on my list. That conversation will happen within the next month, for sure. And then, yeah, we'll see how we want to move forward.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a process. And I think the biggest thing I've learned in this process is, you just got to be patient and like, take your time with it. But all that patience, all the time that goes into it, all the planning and taking step by step, it's so worth it once you get the product, or like the finished design, and then it's something that you can hold and be proud of.
And you have another album out, right?
So we released an album, a couple singles, and then we did like a little 3-song EP, which was like a song that we recorded in my bedroom. Okay. And then a couple live songs at High Dive, actually.
Okay, sick.
And I remember I heard one of those live songs today, and I was like, gosh, this sounds freaking awesome, man. And so right now we're going to release 2 more songs that we just finished up, and then we're going back into the studio in a couple weeks.
Cool.
And we're going to aim to do 4 more songs. So we're hoping to drop like a 6-song EP by July, something like that. And yeah, we're just hoping that the songs that we release really showcase our growth. Because that's another thing, like from, like you'll see it from like your garage band recordings to the studio recordings. It's like, one, I think people in the industry take you seriously, because if this is something that you want to pursue further, and I don't know if you want to become like a touring artist or
I would love that.
Right? Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
So it seems
just
like
play music everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. Like that is very much the dream for me too, is like try to create opportunities for myself, and the opportunities that come, if it makes sense, I want to do it. And that means traveling the world, trying to get paid, play festivals, open for big bands. Cause traveling is so much fun. It's that stuff we were talking about earlier. It's like in our nature as people to move and change and see new things, and you get that with travel. Like you get so many sensory overload dopamine hits whenever you're traveling. So if you're doing that and playing music, it's a great life.
Yeah. I mean, like I went on my first tour last April, and it rocked my world.
That's fucking awesome.
No, it was incredible. We just went down to like Southern Oregon, like hitting a couple spots, going down, and I'm like, I drove down the like Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah.
I like slept in my car like a couple times, like just like, and I'm like, this is what I'm alive for.
I love this shit.
Yeah,
you're living, you're on the road, you're moving, you're literally seeing the world as you move.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, we also did our first tour, and it was just like a little quick stint down the West Coast, and it's so much fun. I really hope that we can keep doing it, but I also want to strive to do it in luxury.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like a nice van and some nice hotels and some charcuterie.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think that there's a lot of really special things happening, especially in the city.
Yeah,
I think it's such a cool hub for music. I think that there are just so many incredible musicians around. This dude, like, I'm not gonna say who he was, but he was visiting from like LA, and he was like part of another person's band, and he kept referring to Seattle as a sleepy little town.
Yeah.
And I was like, first off, like, be cool. Like
that's, take it easy, man.
Yeah,
that's our city you're talking about.
Exactly. But I think that people sleep on Seattle. I think there's a lot of cool music, and I think that a lot of people here have the potential to be touring in style, and to like be like making some really big strides and getting those charcuterie boards.
Yeah,
like,
fancy Lunchable, I'll have it.
Yeah, if someone provides it, I'll take it.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, that's why you gotta play the Rabbit Box. Oh my god, they fucking feed you.
Do they?
They feed you at the Rabbit Box.
Do you ever get nervous before shows?
Yeah, dude, I told you to take nervous shits.
The nervous shit. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, I can't eat. Sorry. I'm like, I can't eat like 2 hours before I play.
Yep.
because I'm just like got the like
Overactive.
pre-show jitters.
Yeah.
But then after I play, I'm like, okay, let's eat, let's drink, let's
yeah.
let's have fun now.
Okay, before I let you go,
What do you got?
I know that we've been. I don't know. We've been in a time portal. I don't know how long.
Yeah,
we've been having
I could
this
talk
conversation.
forever.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's so much fun. I'm
got?
loving that we get to do this podcast.
We can talk about it on the hike.
One thing that I do want to ask you is, do you get the post-show blues?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your remedy?
Well, so somebody said once, like, the higher the peak, the lower the valley.
Yeah.
You know? And I remember like playing like a tractor show, and it was like so cool. But then like I was just down in the dumps like the next day because I was like, man, everything sucks. Like and I didn't figure it out right away. But what I ended up doing as a remedy for the post-show blues was just playing guitar by myself.
Really?
You know, because bear with me. I'll get to a point. My mom, a long time ago, when I was really nervous about playing music or writing music for anybody, she was like, as long as you write something that like at your core you enjoy, nothing else matters. You know, because if you like it, that's at least one person you know who digs that song.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. That's why I like listen to my own songs like all the time, because I'm like, oh, I just like love this song. So whenever I have these like big shows, or like the Barboza one, I got to play that kick-ass show, got to play it in a suit and tie, which like fulfilled like a dream of mine.
Oh yeah.
And so then the next day, I'm just like, I'm not that guy who like is the front man like on stage. I'm like back to being just like Eric,
Clark
you know?
Kent. Yeah.
And so what I did and what I do now is I will like get up, go to my living room, like open up my guitar and just like sit on the couch and just like play these songs that I love to play, because that's why I do it. At the end of the day, like I love that people enjoy my songs, but I'm like, if I had a guitar in a vacuum, then I would just still be playing that thing, you know? And so I guess that's my cure, is just like coming back to the root of why I'm doing what I'm doing. And it's just because I love writing and I love playing my little songs.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. I wrote that. I'm just joking. Thank you.
Music saves, you know.
I 100% agree with that.
And I think one thing to remember, like if you're ever feeling down in the dumps, is that what you're doing is important and it moves people. It moved me.
Yeah.
You know, like that show at Barboza was insane. I couldn't believe it. Again, like the way that the momentum is carried through your set and in each song, and it's like this awesome ride that, and the energy from the crowd was huge too. So,
oh my God.
Like the power that you have as a musician and to bring other musicians together to back you is an admirable feat, and it has a lot of value as it being shared with others.
Thank you.
And I hope that you just keep doing it, and I want to be at your next show and the next show after that. And everyone who's listening to this needs to go see Erick Irons at his next show.
Come on out.
Because I'm not bullshitting. Like, it will move you. They're fun songs. You can dance. You can sing along. And it's happy. It's joyful. It's relatable. Heartbreak hurts. Heartbreak fucking sucks. You know, I'm in it. And we need to go to shows like that to have our pilot light ignited and to be moved and to be fed. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Thank you.
On that note,
man, thank you. That's so kind. God, that's so kind. Thank you.
Absolutely, Eric. I'm so glad that I got to meet you. I'm excited to know you. We're going on a hike.
Let's do it, Sean.
I'm going to hold you to it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Erick Irons, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Jody Ramsamy from Vivid Presents, for letting us back on the Hiyu. We can't wait to do more things. We're definitely having Erick Irons on the Hiyu when it comes summertime. We're doing regular summer events here.
Please.
Also, we got to get you in contact with Chris Anderson, the Pike Street drummer, because he's putting on a festival called Who's Who in July. It's going to be down in like Westlake area or something like that, downtown somewhere.
I'm for it. Wherever it is.
That's going to be sick.
I'll be there.
Summertime 2024 is going to go off.
It's going to be a good year.
It is.
I feel that.
You know, there's going to be some shitty things because it's an election and whatnot, but
God.
Fuck that, man. Like, you know, solidarity, stay together, love, music, joy. We got it.
We're not going to let it get us down.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we're going to keep playing through it.
Mm-hmm. Channel the force of goodwill.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Sean.
Absolutely,
Appreciate
Erick. Thank
that.
you for being here.
Cool.
And thank you, Max, behind the camera.
Thank you, Max. We wouldn't be doing this without you. I like your sweater.